So I woke up this morning to the eye roll inducing news that Lashana Lynch, who was Marie Rambeau in Captain Marvel, is going to be cast to play James Bond in the next James Bond movie. And at first, this was kind of like maybe a little bit of a bridge too far kind of feeling I had to that. I mean, I've spent a couple years now actually defending the idea of Idris Elba being James Bond because, there are black people who were born in Scotland. It happens. It's just a fact about life now. And the idea that one of them could become a spy and get the James Bond designation and, all that kind of stuff, it's not that outside of the realms of possibility. But then there's also, of course, been the counter, proposals of having a female James Bond, which is a little bit more of a head scratcher, let's say. You just have a brand new character. It's not exactly ever going to be James Bond now, is it? Unless they do that thing where you have like the female lead character given a male name. But I decided before hopping on YouTube and start putting my foot in my mouth about any of this, that I would do a quick Google search of just Lashana Lynch James Bond casting. And several articles did pop up confirming that this was the case. So I decided to read a couple of those articles. And here's where the fake news starts to kind of emerge about this story. Daniel Craig in the next James Bond movie will be James Bond. He's going to be playing a retired James Bond living in America. And Lashana Lynch is the new 007. She's the new person who's been given that number sequence, basically, And apparently part of the plot is she's going to have to go to Jamaica to get James Bond to, dust off his old bones and get back up on the spy fighting train. So they could, I guess, use this as a handoff point so that the very next James Bond movie won't be a James Bond movie. It'll just be the continuing adventures of 007, and it'll be Lashana Lynch. This might just be a one-shot thing. This could be something they thought up as just a cute little plot twisty something to throw in to the next James Bond, since it's going to be the very 25th James Bond movie. We don't really know until seeing it. I've never been a huge James Bond fan anyway until the Daniel Craig movies, to be honest. But even then, I didn't care for the last one, and I just feel kind of burned out on it. And so, from their angle, they're looking at audience demographics who might be tracking as having the same kind of attitudes towards Bond and trying to find ways to invigorate. And of course, obviously, right off the bat, it allows for nice clickbaity articles and videos, and it's generating all sorts of buzz for this new James Bond movie that it otherwise was not going to get. So congratulations on that front. So, you could accuse this of cynical casting for sure, but it is inaccurate to be going around that's saying Lashana Lynch is going to be James Bond. She will be 007, but she's not going to be the specific character of James Bond. She's going to be an original character that just happens to be given the 007 moniker. I don't know what to tell you guys otherwise. So I don't know. I guess you have to find something else to start your race war over. I don't know.